guys, and welcome to Astrology Coaching by Anatoly. Today, before starting with all others YouTube video, I wanted to show you the chart of one of the most amazing spiritual persons in the Bulgarian history. His name is Peter Deunov, also known as Beinsa Douno, a philosopher, spiritual teacher, the founder of White Brotherhood, and one of the most amazing as I can say some kind of exercises, pineal rhythm. It is exercise performed to music to achieve inner balance and harmony of the soul. Peter Deunov is really one of the most famous spiritual teacher in 20th century. According to some resources, the Albert Einstein famously said that the whole world bows down before me. I bow down before the master Peter Deunov. And Pope John XXIII called Peter Deunov the greatest philosopher living on the earth. That's why I decided to make just a small glimpse of Vedic astrology analysis of his own chart. I took his date of birth and hour of birth according to the books written about him. As you can see, his Lagna sign is Virgo. As the people who know about Vedic astrology knows that Virgo is really specific sign linked to health, to issues, to conflicts, to healing. And some Vedic astrologers says that this is the place where Brahta karma is showing. I mean, wherever Virgo is, there will be some karma to pay. Of course, when the Virgo is on the ascendant, this means that his life will be karmic, and he will have a special place on this planet, and he needs to do something. Virgo, as I said, the sign of healing, so he was a healer. The proof for this is that his ascendant, his moon and Saturn are in Hasta Nakshatra. Nakshatra is the constellation which is part of the Virgo for the old people who are not who don't know about Vedic astrology, and they're Westerns. They're fans of Western astrology. The constellation is part of the Virgo sign, is Hasta, and this is the constellation of the healers. So this is another proof that he is a healer. A moon and Saturn. This combination brings difficult childhood and health issues, emotional issues too. And as far as I know, he had really not very good childhood. He had many illnesses, diseases, which is proof that the chart is correct. I mean, the Virgo is the sign of diseases. So in his younger life, he faced such conflicts, such issues, such diseases. When Moon and Saturn are together, this means that he has a connection to the other dimension. So maybe he had some maybe he has some um, not ordinary how to say in English, not an ordinary talents. I can say that. As you can see, the ruler um, of the Lagna is Mercury, and Mercury is in the 10th house. 10th house is fame, is status. He was dealing with many government persons. He was dealing with the king of Bulgaria at this time. I mean, he was speaking with the king of Bulgaria. So he had many powerful friends. And of course, Mercury is in the sign of Gemini together with the Sun and the Venus. This means that his speech will be fluent and beautiful and mesmerizing and will influence all other people. This combination, Mercury, Venus, Sun, is a combination for fame and for one really beautiful speech. And his speech and his word became his legacy. If you know about Peter Deunov's history, he had many lectures to his followers. So, like Jesus Christ, he had many lectures to his students, and this is the same thing. And his lectures were recorded, so his words stayed, and this was his speech was his legacy. His spirituality, we can see that he was coming from a really spiritual family. As you can see, Jupiter in the second house and Sagittarius ruling the fourth house, and his father was a priest in Bulgaria. His love to occult, mystery, astrology, and psychological issue of the people is seen from his eighth house. Ketu, as Ketu is the planet, is the spiritual planet that is searching for moksha, for spiritual liberation, and this is the reason Mars in Ketu here is the reason for his love to astrology, his love for occult and mystery. He is dying in December. He died in December 1944, and on the date of, I mean, in this period, I think in October 1944, began his Ketu period. If you know about the Vedic periods, he started his Ketu period, and Ketu is the planet of death, a planet of moksha, a planet of spirituality, and it is in his eighth house, which is a significator of death. And on the day he died, Rahu, the other planet here, was activated. And as you know, second house, seventh house, and eighth house are Marka house. These are the houses of the death. This was the reason for his death. And this was just a small analysis that I wanted to make and record it. So soon I will start with all other videos. So thank you for watching. And if you're interested in Vedic astrology, just subscribe. Thank you very much.